Oh.
You're one of us?
You're the Techno stars?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got nothing to say. What's
Calligraph,
up?
how you
Yeah,
doing?
what's good?
Bridget, I didn't know you guys were the Techno stars. Welcome.
Yeah, we are. I didn't know you're here as well.
Man, I was just summoning the stars and I didn't know it was you guys.
And now here we are.
Karibuni.
Shukran.
All right, tell us about your experience with the Camon 17 Calligraph.
Crazy, I have to say. Thank you so much for having me, first of all. I'm just enjoying myself. I'll be taking selfies every now and then nowadays. Since I got this phone, my life is different. I'm just
Unachukwanga selfie?
all day, every day, baby. All day, every day.
Kabisa.
Hey.
Bridget, and you?
Wow, I don't want to tell you about my selfie game. It's embarrassing. Let me tell you. Sometimes you're on set, you know your makeup is bomb, you're looking so fine, and you try to take a selfie, but it backfires. But thanks to the Camon 17, because it has a 48 megapixels.
I love that.
For the selfie, yeah.
I love that. I absolutely
Super amazing
love that.
storage and 2 flashlights. That means you get quality images at night.
I think before you guys leave, we have to take a selfie
For
together,
sure.
man.
With the
I was
OG.
already doing that.
I've seen you,
But
man.
we can do it again.
Kami's
But
here
I'm gonna
taking
be proud
selfies.
It's all good. It's all. Don't worry. We can take another one, right?
Yes, please.
All right, all right. So how do we do it? We stand or we just sit?
Actually, I could take one from here.
Okay, okay.
All right. Are you guys ready? Ready?
Make sure they see the drift.
Definitely. Let's and say cheese. There we go.
Ooh.
Perfect selfie.
You gotta love it.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Bridget, do you carry your phone everywhere you go?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere?
I'm always on like selfie mode.
So you're on set. Just tell us about your day-to-day Ukiwa set. You know, I know there's makeup being done. Do you use your phone, you know, to check your makeup?
Of course, yeah. And when I'm on set, I'm trying to take behind the scenes. You know, my mom is always asking for pictures, like send us pictures when you're on set. So I have to have a good phone that takes quality images.
And calligraph, of course, in the studio.
In the studio, in the gym. Big shout out to Camon 17 Pro, by the way, Manze. So you know me, I'm always listening to music, and I can't not talk about the battery life. That is a very important note we have to put across. So Mimi, as the OG, Manze, I just enjoy music every day, all day in the studio, going to the gym, hakuna sati, tudungilie kitu kwa charger, sijui ni nani simu inaweka moto yani. So
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta love it.
And being the OG, you have to walk around with a fresh phone, yeah? Huwezi katuna simu ingine na kasijui aje.
Yeah.
Luku ni safi.
Luku ni safi. So Papa Jones, tell me,
Wagwan.
how has your selfie game changed since you got the Camon 17?
And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I never used to be a selfie person. Because, you know, OG, we don't do that. But since I got the phone, everything is different now.
Love it. And you, Bridget?
You know, I was actually looking at the selfie camera, and this camera is pretty dope. It has a 48 megapixel.
Yes.
You know, so my selfie game has definitely upgraded.
It cleans out the
Hey,
face.
sana.
Mzuri sana.
Sana, check your G. Look at that.
Hey, you shining, baby girl.
Now, do you guys know when the first selfie was ever taken? Calligraph. Take a wild guess.
Legend has it that Bridget was the first one to do it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. According to reports out there. I'm not the one who said it.
And you, Bridget?
I would say, I don't know, I think the first selfies became more famous after Kim Kardashian, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think around that
Isn't
time.
there? Yeah.
Around that
there's
time.
a selfie she took and it really went viral.
No, but there's a picture I think that went viral of I think Britney Spears or Paris Hilton, one of those, and they said they were the first people to ever take a selfie.
Which year was that?
Like in the early 2000s.
Oh.
But I think the first selfie was probably in the 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a wild guess.
I thought it was you.
Really? Oh, thank
But
you.
so good.
All right, let's check out the selfie evolution.
The 2014 Academy Awards marked a seminal moment in the rise of the selfie.
Who's your favorite Ellen? What was your favorite?
Host Ellen DeGeneres captured a star-studded selfie that became the most retweeted image on the internet, causing the social media site to briefly collapse. Today, nearly everyone is taking selfies. The art of taking a photo of the self often polarizes opinion. So why do we take them? Are they a means of insufferable vanity, or are they actually misunderstood? This is the rise of the selfie.
So when I think of the word selfie, the first person that springs to mind, and I hate to say it, it's Kim Kardashian.
The first person that comes to mind is Kim Kardashian, but that's, that's not a good thing.
I love sometimes selfies in the mirror.
Her pictures are provocative, sometimes in amazing ways, sometimes just in provocative ways.
This is super awkward.
This woman was everywhere, going on talk shows, interviews, every kind of show you can imagine, taking selfies with the host and giving her best top tips as how to get the best selfies. So I think she's responsible for putting this selfie on the map as well.
She just plays with, the line, I think.
Paris était une chanson, on la chanterait sur tous les tons.
Hollywood's first selfie dates back to 1981, when an ex-soldier turned Hollywood cameraman was snapping photographs of himself with celebrities he would meet on television sets.
I did selfies for 33 years before they came a thing. When I started doing selfies, it was a roll of the dice. You just reach out there and hope you framed it right and hope the camera focused right. I thought I had invented them, although now I realize not so. Because I had to forfeit the title of creator of the selfie, I settled for the first person to do it with celebrities. Admittedly, it was a vanity thing for me. I also liked the way celebrities reacted to the way I was taking a picture. I absolutely think that the selfie has made the autograph obsolete. The most famous person I took a selfie with was probably Ronald Reagan, one of the most photographed people on the planet. And he told me I'd never had my picture taken like that before. And I guess that's when I realized, maybe I'm onto something here.
Paris, you look gorgeous.
Paris Hilton claimed to have invented the selfie in 2006.
1 second, Paris. One more here, please.
However, she was late by nearly 150 years.
The first person who ever took a selfie was a guy called Robert Cornelius. This was over 180 years ago. And he was actually testing his camera. And it's really interesting that the very first selfie was actually for a very practical reason.
It wasn't until 1920 that a selfie was taken at arm's length. The antediluvian analog camera was so heavy, it took 2 people to hold it up. The 5 men photographed were from the Byron Company, which is still in business today. It took 50 years to reach the next milestone of the selfie.
Polaroid put instant photography on the map in the analog era. Being able to take a picture and see it almost instantly, I think really started something.
The Polaroid made single-handed portraits quick and easy, and a new medium of self-expression flourished. But framing was still a challenge. Until a breakthrough in 2003, when Sony Ericsson released the Z1010, one of the first mobile phones to feature a front-facing camera.
actually wasn't designed for taking selfies. It was designed for conference calls and things like that. I think it had like 0.3 megapixels, which is, we probably laugh at that now, but at the time, this was, you know, cutting edge technology.
Then came a camera phone for the masses.
6 years later, the iPhone 4 came along. It was a good-looking phone, a great sensor for the time. People were able to view themselves in a different way, and I think that definitely put the selfie on the map.
Selfies are a unique way of capturing moments in time, but used in excess can be seen as narcissistic. And with technology dominating our lives, we find this line being continually blurred. So, what are the motivations behind taking a selfie?
Because we live in a very individualistic, competitive society right now, identity is a big thing, and projecting our very best self is seen as a highly regarded social norm. So we confuse narcissism with anxiety and insecurity. This is the first generation really to have been raised on screens. I think a lot of people confuse them for snowflakes, narcissists, but I think that disguises a deeper insecurity that's really driving these behaviours. It's a need to feel approved of, it's a need to be loved and validated, and it's a need to feel like we matter.
Everywhere we look now, everything looks perfect. I think that we all somehow try to be that perfect version of ourselves.
Selfies can be detrimental to our mental health. It's like anything, it's all about moderation. I think if they're taken because we feel the need, we feel a dependency, almost kind of like an addiction really, to putting our best self online every day so that we maintain the likes, the follows, and we don't lose that engagement, then of course you can begin to see how that can really run away with your mental health.
Have selfies become an act of vanity or simply misunderstood?
Traditionally, photographs have been understood more as a way of capturing or preserving special moments. Increasingly, what we see is that people are using photographs for the purpose of sharing, expressing an idea or a feeling or even an identity with others online.
A facial expression says so much more than a sentence. And I also think that when people look at a picture, they actually take the time to study it.
There are many examples of selfies being used in very powerful and evocative ways in terms of resistance and giving visibility to a very important issue.
I think there are many contexts in which a selfie can be a really positive thing.
I'm originally from Denmark, so it's a really nice way for my friends and family to follow my life over here.
I think it was Amy Schumer this year shared a selfie after she'd had a C-section, and it was really powerful to show that this is real life and this is what happens in those most vulnerable moments. And I think that's really brave. Yes, you can point to the superficial moments where people are clamoring around trying to get in a photo, but you can also point to the really powerful moments that make people think, that make people sit up and reflect on a certain issue.
It's safe to say that the selfie is changing the landscape of imagery and how people communicate. A new genre of art is rare, but when one comes along, it's hard to ignore.
More and more people are using the selfie as a means of empowerment. A lot of the accounts that are trending are people with physical differences.
I think there's a lot more realness going on now, which is really good and really important.
You know, we all have hectic lives, and sometimes it's really useful for other people to see that actually, you know, this is real life, this is what's happening in my life, and a lot of people find strength and encouragement from those moments too. And so, selfie today is the big cultural phenomenon, but perhaps in 20 years' time, for the next generation, it will be something else. But that's just a natural function of rapidly moving culture.
Today, selfies have become so common, it's hard to stand out.
The key essential to taking a good selfie is having the most up-to-date bit of kit. Camon 17 Pro, for example, it's got artificial intelligence. It optimizes your settings based on your scenery. It's got a high-resolution pinhole camera at the front.
Today, the Camon 17 Pro is the clearest selfie camera.
I think camera technology has just really come into its own. You've got things like clap to take a picture, snap to take a picture, styluses that you can use remotely to trigger the shutter button. So, you know, selfies really do go hand in hand with the evolution of technology.
One of the most positive parts of the social media movement, and selfies in particular, is a communication of real life and how real life has all sorts of different shades and colours.
The selfie has become a portrait of life, an original way to capture and share experiences. They have also become a powerful tool to raise awareness for important causes and give a voice to the unheard. In the future, the massive selfies will present an incredible snapshot of society. Imagine looking back 100 years from now and being able to see how culture has evolved from one trend to the next.
So there you go. All right, so how's the video quality for you?
Actually, that's one of my favorite feature. It has a 4K shooting feature because, you know, I'm an actress. So Nikiwa said I want to get like nice behind the scene clips, you know, so that gives me really good quality when it comes to the videos.
Na wewe Kali?
I say the same. Mimsani, of course, we thrive on appearances, and I gotta look clean. So, in a bamba your 4K feature, na yani iko true, yeah.
And of course, you know, the fans love watching your videos on Instagram. They want to see you behind the scenes, like what is Papa Jones up to right now? What car is he driving? Ametulia wapi? Behind the scenes of video shoot. Unajua nangojeanga hizo mateasers tukipiga story. So I get it. I get it. And what about the storage for you? I know it's 256 GB and 8 GB RAM. What would you do with all of that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot because you see, like when you shoot videos, it takes a lot of storage. So that comes in very handy when shooting videos.
I share the same sentiments. Thank you very much. Now, Nikona albums, like I think I've downloaded close to, I'd say, 70 albums. Nabado Nikona storage on this phone. So that goes to tell you that the phone, in terms of storage, is on another level. And I really like that. Yeah.
And I love, like, when I do interviews, sometimes, you know, I can meet with an artist and we're having a conversation and, you know, I don't have a cameraman there. All I need is a tripod, put my phone on and record my video and, you know, post it online. So I love that. I love that. And it comes in different colors. It's got a premium design and it's sleek. Beautiful phone, the Camon 17. Tecno has started a program called Commission. It is an online and offline program that teaches you how to use your phone, take videos and photos, and this comes from some of the biggest photographers from right here in the 254, and you can win amazing gifts. Don't forget to tweet about the event, share your selfies using the hashtag Camon17KE for your chance to win a brand new Camon 17. It is time to stand out in whatever way you can. Camon 17 is here to help you stand out and gives you confidence to face the camera and to be bold and show a better self. Time to stand out.
I am so glad that I can now shoot my vlogs and behind the scenes using the 4K shooting feature. Camon 17 has really made my life so easy.